guys, welcome back to our channel. We hope that you guys are enjoying everything that we've put out so far. And today we want to talk about something that's very, very serious and very near and dear to our hearts. It is mental health, especially when dealing with loss and infertility, the things that a woman can go through mentally that we may not know how to process that. So we want to talk about knowing the signs that you need help and that you need to reach out to someone and going to do it. And I find that a lot of people, especially Christian women, think that, I can pray it away. I'm depressed and, I'm anxious, but if I pray, it'll just go away. And for some people, that's not the case. And you need to know that if those feelings and thoughts of suicide, thoughts of depression, anxiety, whatever you're going through are not going away, seek help. Reach out to someone to get the help that you need so that you can be well.
Yes, and we did speak about this before, some of the signs that we noticed when we were not okay and we needed to seek that additional help. And we're not going to, recap everything here. We'll link it for you to go back and take a look at it. But, there are just so many signs, that like you should know yourself enough to know that, if this is happening to me, then I probably need to seek help. And, like Christy said, it's okay to have Jesus and a therapist.
Yes.
So if you're a Christian, don't feel ashamed. And even if you're not a Christian, don't feel ashamed to get, any sort of therapy, any sort of help that you need. For me personally, and, we always talk about our stories because, that's from our own experience, we were able to tell you, for me, at the lowest point, I was considering suicide. And for some people, they're like, whoa, you just suffer from child loss. Is it really that serious? But even though I knew I have all these wonderful, great things in my life, great people that love me and that, I love, at the lowest point, I felt worthless. And so it was one of those things that I was just like, what's the point in being here anymore? Exactly. After suffering 2 losses. And, once you are pregnant, you feel like, I'm going to bring this life into the world. It gives you a new purpose, a new sense of purpose and everything. You're just like, oh, I'm going to be a mother. And so when that purpose is completely wiped out, it's heart-wrenching, and it's, it's really hard.
Kind of makes you feel like you don't have a purpose anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, you can try to think about, well, my purpose even before I was a mother was, I'm a woman, and, whatever your career ambitions, your, other goals, those things kind of fall to the wayside.
Exactly.
That's not at the forefront of your mind. And so, you don't think of somebody being really weak, for feeling as if, okay, what is this life worth living anymore?
Exactly.
Especially if you don't understand their pain. And so, for me, I knew that this was something that I needed to seek some sort of attention, because it, at the end of the day, it was not worth, it wasn't worth my life. I had already lost 2, and I didn't want to put, my family, my husband, through additional pain by losing me as well. And so, but not everybody, has that perspective. And so you have to know, even if it's, a loved one, see the signs, just keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, and know the signs and everything so that they can get the help that they need.
And just as she said, not everybody has that, perspective and know the signs. Not everybody has a support system. And some people grow up in families where talking about your feelings and, worrying and wallowing in whatever has happened to you is seen as something negative. We don't talk about our feelings. We bury them. We ignore them, because that's a sign of weakness. And so we want to let you know that we are your support system, and to know that, we are here to pray for you. We're here to hear you out. And I can even listen, assess, and refer, and help you find the help that you need so that you can get well. So if your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, even your own spouse, or partner isn't the listening ear that you hope that you have, know that you have resources out there, people who are willing to listen, people who care, people who will pray for you, people who will even walk you, drive you, whatever, to the location that you need so that you get the help that you need, because it isn't worth your life. And I've heard many stories of women who've committed suicide and attempted suicide because of child loss or because of infertility, because in a lot of cultures, mine being one of them, for those who don't know, I'm Nigerian American. My mother's Nigerian. And in a lot of African cultures, it's completely frowned upon for a woman to not be able to bear a child, to the point where they become ostracized from their own family and from their own community because they see you as this unclean thing, or this cursed thing, because you can't produce a child. And so a lot of those women end up committing suicide. They end up being homeless, poor, destitute, depressed, whatever have you, because of the stigma that the, community has created, around, child loss and infertility,
right.
And unfortunately, some of these women may not know that there are resources out there and people out there that they can connect with. So we just want you to take your mental health seriously. If you're going through something right now, whether it be because of child loss, because of infertility, or any other issue, whether you're in an unhealthy or unsafe relationship, whether you're experiencing loss in any other aspect of your life, seek the help that you need.
Yes, it is not worth your life. Your life is so valuable, and there are people who love you, even if you do have, had a traumatic childhood or anything like that. There are people who love you. We love you.
Yes, yes.
And so definitely seek the help that you need, that you deserve, to help you to navigate, whatever your journey is, and get you over this trauma, because life does go on, and there is life after trauma.
Yes.
And so much life worth living beyond the trauma.
Yes. So we just want to remind you guys that we are in this together. You are not alone. So please continue this journey with us. We want you to keep coming back. We want you to continue this journey. We want you alive. And we hope that this message blessed you and helped you and encouraged you. And we will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.